From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. Aranda, in his 3rd season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. On the ground. Barger tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. We go to the bottom of the 1st, and on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Ryan Pepio. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
That one fouled off. 1-2, bottom of the 1st. The pitch. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out of the left center field. Around first, digging for 2. Relay throw to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. In the dirt, blocked. The 1-0.
Hey!
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Hit hard on the ground to short. One gone, bottom half of the 1st.
Batting 3rd.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. Man at second. Oh, he can't hang on. Gets off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline. Beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Ball one, no strikes.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him.
That's a ball.
Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Ernie Clement on deck for the Blue Jays.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that'll load the bases. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Golden opportunity right here. Knee high, that's in for a strike. That clips the corner.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
That's a ball.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And that one fouled off. Checks his swing. Now to appeal to third. No, he held up. Bases loaded. One away. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And next is the designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
Ball.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. The flip, there's one on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
That one the other way, and foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul straight back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that skips in the dirt. Good job to fight that one off.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
The 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Sends it to first. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move to the second in Toronto. Toronto leads this one. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game. A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And that one fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today.
Aye.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Right through there, got him. That K is his third of the game. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Leo Jimenez.
Leo Jimenez.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Up the middle to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Guerrero, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Ground ball right side. Over to Diaz. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
Foul ball. Oh, 1 down. And a foul ball. Stays alive. Bounce to the left side. Williams. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Fortes with a homer in his last game. No question about this one. It's out of here. His 4th home run of the season. And they're on the board. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
There's a strike.
The great players find a way to come through in the clutch, Boo. Think about this. 10 different players hit at least 11 walk-off homers in their career, and 9 of them are in the Hall of Fame. If he keeps it up long enough, he just may join them.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. High fly ball down the left field line. Sanchez ranging back. Up against the wall and brings it in.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Yo one. And strike 2.
Well, it's clear they're struggling with pitch selection today. Swinging it off-speed stuff off the plate. They need to be more patient and wait for the right pitch, not just the next pitch.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Second baseman,
so the Rays batting order turns over. And now it's Gavin Lux. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
Right through there for a strike. A little bit low. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Just misses. Ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that skips into dirt. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Grounds one to short. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder,
Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. That's down and in. A slider missed. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one lifted to left, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays 2. On to the 4th. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Savage back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
1-1 now.
Ball, that's outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Ground ball up the middle. Clement. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the 3rd baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
That's ball 2.
The Blue Jays up by 2, top half of inning number 4. That one catches the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Sets him down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. Slapped foul. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air, center field. Springer should have this one, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays 2. This is bottom 4. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
Schneider.
Here's a high chopper. Over to Diaz. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 3, Mayo. Draw.
Ball.
Straw goes 5 feet 9 inches, 180 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Leo Jimenez. Runner on the go. And a base hit into right. Around second, on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That one hit the knees for a strike. The Jays trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Vladdy, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Two on, 1 out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3. Next offering is fouled back. Back to work, 3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Number 4, Joe Springer.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. That's in for a strike. On a line out towards center. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. 1 run across.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
2 on, 2 outs. And another ball. On the ground, right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. We've played 4. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, and stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
Line drive, base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, number 40, Nick Forte.
Swing and a miss.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1 to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-2. Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Rays held in check here. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Now pitching for the Rays.
New arm out of the bullpen, Ian Seymour.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Leading up for Toronto, the second baseman, Ernie.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground, and it stays fair. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
That one's in there. Strike one.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter,
Digging in, Davis Schneider.
Schneider.
Hey! Ball, that's inside.
Clement over at first with one away. On the ground, could be two. Lux for one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
We took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sent your $5 down for it.
Carson Williams digs in now.
The shortstop, Carson Williams.
That
Ball, that's
misses.
upstairs.
And that is ball one.
Hey! Ball two.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Ball three.
Pitch misses, and now it's 3-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
The Blue Jays leading by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one almost got him. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first
Yandy
baseman,
Diaz
number 2.
next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 2.
Hey!
The 0-1. And a base hit into right center field. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The relay throw, and he's out easily.
In this situation, with a single to right field, the runner at first cannot try to make it to third. You've got to get back into this ball game, and every base runner counts.
Line drive. And foul ball. That one finds the zone. That is strike two. And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Here's the 0-2.
That's out.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. With number 9 for him in this game. 9. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
Number 3, Miles Straw.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
And Boog, this guy keeps finding his way around the bases and eventually scoring. It's always fun running into the dugout and high-fiving your teammates after touching home plate.
He's out.
And he's done a lot of that lately.
Lux throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Jimenez.
Ball
Off the
1,
plate,
no
ball 1.
strikes.
Nope, that's a ball.
That smash towards center. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Comebacker to the mound. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 6-2. On the mound now, Jimmy Garcia.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2.
Ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Yeah.
The Jays leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder.
And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson.
Aye.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground, right side, Guerrero to second, double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. It's an AL East matchup here on Welcome back. Taking a look at our game zone.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ball.
Hard hit to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 4, Joel Springer.
He swings and fouls one off. Guerrero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Got him looking. And there's one away.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate.
Gets dirty. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Clement in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Ball one there. Out towards left center. And makes the grab. And that is that. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little. He last pitched 2 days ago. Nick Fortes getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That misses, and that's ball one. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, left field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
The Rays down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one well upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
The batter, number 7.
1 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Carson Williams. The 0-1. On the ground to third. Stops it on a slide. There's one. On to first. Safe.
He's in.
So they get one, but a really nice try there.
The second baseman, Gavin Lux.
Right down the chute. Strike 1. Ripped to short. Inning over. It's the Blue Jays 6, the Rays 2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Ball one. That's a ball.
And that's in the dirt. And now 3-0. That one misses.
Ball.
So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate, a game plan.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching for the Rays.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Edwin Uceda.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Aye.
Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Sanchez around third. Relay throw home. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. It's 7-2.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays.
Aye.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That's a ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at second. This one in the air right field. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. 1-2 now. Softly hit to third. Caminero. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Man, that was a great effort to lunge and pick that one at first. The throw was way short, but he almost bailed him out. Just couldn't get it to stick in the mitt.
Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Jimenez wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path.
Williams off balance feet. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. The Jays push across a run on this double. Last chance for the Rays coming up. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That one drilled left field, and foul ball.
Ball, that's low.
Right through there for a strike. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 8.
Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth. That one misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Swing at a ball line to center. One down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
Diaz leads off first with 1 away. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. There's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Sets him down looking. Down to the last out for the Rays. Caminero wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. So they're down to their final out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley, 1 for 3. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Up next
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ball, that's out.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
I won't break the code, young son of a. We just pray that we get old, my is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the zone, calling my from jail, just praying they pick up the phone. Try to get to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach, young and a ghost. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I'm on the yacht, got my on the boat. I'm not like you, they wanna be pro. When it got cold, I'm one of the cold. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some. I'm trying to be the richest little you know. This paper get thrown, see who pick up the most. I was with mama didn't know. This might be the realest I never wrote. I got it, just know it fit inside my coat. So many feelings spilling out my